Echoed throughout the mines of the Dwarves is a legend of immeasurable power hidden deep under the mountains. A liquid magic so potent it can raise entire cities, leaving nothing but cinders and ash. Eager to exploit this power, the sorcerer prophets of Zhatan sought to reach the source of this demonic substance. The domain of their malign god, Hashut, the father of darkness. For centuries they dug, exhausting countless workers as they delved deeper than the mountain roots themselves. 2 ashen moons ago, in the depths of the darkest pit, a discovery was made. A trickle of pure power, a crimson seam divining a way through the rocky layers to where Hashut dwells. And so, it was bottled in a vessel of infernal design, rushed to the surface through the fires of industry, to the highest authority. In the council chambers of Zhatan the Black, it was presented. Roiling with unholy energy, its gloriously terrible glow glinted in the eyes of all who set their gaze upon it. The blood of Hashut. Far rarer than warpstone and gold, very few vials had ever been extracted from the mines. The key to limitless power.
Shows Tawei, Angrunjani Nuzinam.
Zhatan, commander of the Tower of Zar, roared to the god of darkness. And he replied. Ancient channels etched in rock flow with molten fury. A great drill shall be constructed, forged in the dread fires of the Darklands, imbued with strength to bore through the bedrock and breach a godly domain.
Uza will Shabbat. Konda Tagrundron!
The forge burns. The fires catch from the depths. The Chaos Dwarfs will rise. Zhatan the Black stands at the gates of Zar, sent from the great Ziggurat city by Gorth the Cruel. For thralls are required. The mines always need more labor, and this new plan will prove costly. Hobgoblin scouts have shown where green-skinned tribes linger. And here, the great drill, built in secret, but yet to function. There is much to do.
Ardugal ar uftial. Izan gand grobi of Aulins Duras.
The launch site is made ready at a speed so furious, it becomes a mass graveyard for hundreds of exhausted workers. Expendable lives, for only the drill is of concern. The remaining construction must be imbued with dark sorcery, for the blood of Hashut lies not only in the darkest depths of the world, but in a godly domain where no mortal engine can reach it. 4 dwarf relics are required, each to be corrupted in the forges of the demon smiths. Only then shall the drill summon power enough to shatter solid rock and the foundations of reality itself. As the abhorrent relics lie undiscovered, a sacrifice must be undertaken to gain Hashut's blessing and reveal their locations. Relics hold great power, yet such strength will not wake in the hands of the Chaos Dwarves. And so the demon smiths must corrupt the artifacts, turning them into weapons worthy of Zarnagrund. Such potent magic takes a hideous toll on those who wield its might. The halls of Zarnagrund are lined with the frozen forms of past sorcerers, their statues standing in mute testament to the curse of petrification, the blight of all Chaos Dwarf sorcerers. When a single bead of Hashut's blood drips upon the relic, a deadly broth begins to boil as if in rage, the liquid doubling in volume. Determined to turn this unholy reaction to their own advantage, a coven of demon smiths start to experiment with the infernal mercury. Captured in battle, the Western kin are slaughtered one by one and offered as sacrifice to Hashut, the father of darkness. The great bull god is pleased with the savage offerings and reveals the locations of 8 dwarfen relics. The cunning and cruelty of demon smiths is equally matched by a voracious greed for knowledge. Further experiments reveal the blood of captive dwarves thickening, a physical toll of their master's dark sorcery. This petrification by proxy is seized on by the Coven as a chance to escape the awful curse that hangs over all their tribe. The demon smiths refine their dark recipe to an astounding conclusion. A sorcerer may practice his infernal power without suffering the effects of petrification, transposing the affliction to enemies through a demonic blood pact. At last, the long-feared curse has been circumvented. Freed from their shackles, the Chaos Dwarf sorcerers can indulge without penalty. The Hellworkers labor to bind a demon to the first dwarf relic, despoiling it completely before placing it into boilers of the great drill of Hashut. Such desecration will be remembered by the dwarves of the West. Yet it was they that cast the first stone. It was their ancestor gods who abandoned the forefathers of the Dwarves as they ventured eastward into the dark lands. All dwarves can bear grudges, and those in the West shall never be forgiven. A second relic bound with a demon to power the furnaces of the colossal drill. Yet, unknown to the demon smiths, the hidden runes of the artifact pull the beards of dwarves hundreds of leagues away. Word spreads across the Karaz Angkor on its way to Everpeak. One clan, eager to enact vengeance, musters its warriors. The third demon lends brutal strength to the engines of the drill. Yet, as this vile spirit rides in the final throes of freedom, it spits out a message of mockery. This bitter prophecy forecasts the union of the mountain realms. That a mighty army amasses to right the grudge that burns on the pages of the Damas Kron, for the desecration of their holy relics. With the fourth relic demon-bound, the Great Drill has the power to breach Hashut's domain. The mighty construct begins to thrum and quiver, shaking the ground as it prepares to launch its fearsome assault. Yet beyond the Ash Ridge Mountains, the ground shakes in ominous echo. For a vast alliance marches under the banner of High King Thorgrim Grudgebearer. The grudge of all grudges shall be settled. The ultimate blessings of Hashut are nigh. Bound to the Great Drill, the ancestor relics cede their power to the diabolical machine. A terrifying feat of forgecraft to bore into the Chaos realm. The blood of the Bull God, now at the fingertips of the worthiest Dawizar. Yet there are those who seek to interfere with Hashut's plan. The Dawi seek vengeance for the pilfering of their relics. By braving this place, they surely bring doom upon themselves.
Suazox! Istagorak Bolgnash in eras dem!
Without warning, the igneous barrier between worlds is suddenly breached, but the sorcerer prophets struggle to contain the torrent of escaping chaos magic. Other demonic powers are seizing their moment, bringing forth horrors from the other side that thirst for slaughter. The Dawizar must ensure that only Hashut prevails. Chaos magic contained, the blood of Hashut flows forth. But there is one final challenge to this unlimited power. The Grudgebearer and his cronies approach.
There they are! The traitors! The grudge-mongers! The vile, wretched Dawi scum that have fled the love of our ancestors! We stop this abomination that burrows into the rock! A machine powered by remnants of our gods! Such desecration needs to be answered in time! I will tear out every page of the Damas Kron to address this most wanton of grudges. Royal Dwarves, the clans of Karaz-Angkor unite. Ready your axes! Cleave the heads of every Dawizar you come across. Burn their beards. Drag them! Drag them all!
Once more, the dwarves of the West prove how weak they truly are. For even their High King lies dead upon the field. The blood of Hashut gushes from ancient reservoirs, filling great halls with liquid power. Sorcery, once thought impossible, can now be cast. Spells to shatter mountains. Zhatan has served the will of the great bull god, and brought strength to his master, Gorth the Cruel. With the blood of Hashut secured, the General foresees a greater harvest of sacrifices, ready to be cast into the fires of Zarnagrund.